Simulation of intercompany transactions and tax fraud in Mexico. One of the worst scenarios that a taxpayer in Mexico with transfer pricing obligations could face is carrying out intercompany transactions that are classified as simulation by the tax authorities, since this could result in equated tax fraud, resulting in severe consequences. What situations can trigger this allegation? In general, it's the disconnect between the substance and the form of the transaction with the intention of undermining the tax base of any of the participants. Suppose an intercompany transaction involving the provision of a service. If the recipient of the service cannot demonstrate how it benefits economically from it, for example, by relieving it of some indispensable activity, and the service provider lacks the necessary experience, infrastructure, or resources, there would be a reasonable doubt whether the transaction actually occurred as described. Consider also a situation where a taxpayer exploits an intangible asset, for example a brand, but there is no evidence that the owner of the intangible has invested in the activities necessary for its acquisition, for example through the necessary marketing expenses. Additionally, if the brand does not contribute to increased revenue for the supposed beneficiary, can the brand still be considered an asset? These and many other scenarios affect the taxable base of the involved parties, either through taxable income or authorized deductions. However, in Mexico, similar situations can trigger the assumption of absolute or relative simulation, as defined in the income tax law and the federal tax code, when dealing with transactions between related parties. For a transaction to be classified as a simulation, tax authorities must make this determination, even if it's based on circumstantial evidence. Nevertheless, being caught up in such situations is not only a headache, but also represents a significant risk for the taxpayer, as there is a chance the issue could escalate into a criminal matter, with penalties that can reach up to 9 years of imprisonment in Mexico. Do not allow these risks to jeopardize your business. Our transfer pricing experts have a deep understanding of the complexities of intercompany transactions and the legal framework in Mexico. We will work with your organization to meticulously analyze your operations. Contact us for a confidential consultation.